It's 8:30 right on the dot, and that means it's time for our hiving this morning, and we are privileged to have with us JoEllen Sanders from HARCATUS, Tri-County Action Community Organization, some combination there for...
You were close. Community Action Organization.
Yeah.
So close.
And you have a long title, too, which I always forget to write down.
I am the Community Services Director.
Well, that means that that's kind of what the whole organization's about, isn't it? Really?
It is. So I get to oversee quite a few things under the umbrella of HARCATUS, including, of course, our HEAP programs and our utility assistance programs. And some of those programs that, we've grown to love, like the community nest and the food pantry and the clothing closet, they all kind of fall into my little realm there.
They do. And like you said, it's a big umbrella. So we like to talk about them somewhat individually, though, to give details, because there might be a program where you think, I don't even know what that is. That doesn't apply to me. And then you find out, it does apply to me. But one that I think is most familiar, has been maybe around as long as any, is HEAP, Home Energy Assistance Program. Where are we standing with this year's HEAP?
So HEAP this year is running fast, of course. It started in July, and so it is just ongoing and quick and furious. So people need to get their applications in so that we can have the state apply that one-time payment to your main heating source. Really, if you are income eligible, you qualify for this program. If you are over the age of 60, if you're disabled, if you have a medical certification, all of that kind of goes into the calculation that the state does to determine what that one-time payment looks like. And I will say for the last 2 or 3 years, due to the pandemic, there's been multiple payments to that account. I know last year there were 3 payments made to the HEAP account.
Wow.
So it's one of those things, it is worth applying, getting that credit on your main heating source to help cover these upcoming winter bills. We've all heard those are going to go up.
So those payments won't start right away, but truly, the sooner you apply, the sooner you can have that applied to your bill.
Yes. So most of the time, the payment comes in the first part of January. However, we've seen them go out earlier. We have also seen the amount you get decrease the later you apply because the state only has a certain pot of money that comes from the federal government to make spread across the entire state of Ohio.
Yeah, so that number changes, and then the number of applicants changes. So it's
first come, first serve, and let's get those applications going.
What does that application look like? What do I need to do? Can I call? Can I get online?
So you can call, of course, our main number at that 740-922-0933. You can visit us online at harcatus.org/HEAP. And you can actually start that application online through the state's portal. You can stop into any one of our offices and pick up that HEAP application. We'll even mail it to you. It is a 3 or 4 page application. It's going to ask a lot of things. It asks about your dependents and about your income, of course. And then there are documents you have to turn in with it. If you've never utilized our services before, we're going to need a copy of either your birth certificate or social security card for you and all your dependents. We're going to need your income for you and all your working dependents. We also need copies of that main heating source utility bill. So that we apply it to the right accounts and we get all the details together. So it's a little bit of work.
That information is, like private, but it's going to a government agency, and you're already supplying them that with your, they gave you the Social Security number and your taxes and so forth. So I don't think it's too dangerous.
It's not. We actually at HARCATUS do not maintain copies.
Yeah.
It is all in the state's database. We're actually entering right into the state site. So for us, we keep your information very confidential. And then, of course, it is in the hands of the state. And like you said, it's all public things that they already have. Your Social Security card, your income taxes, and that utility information.
Maybe this is a weird question. Let me ask about this. What if you're heating with wood burner, can you still get in on that?
You can. So for HEAP, it is going to be just your main heating source. So normally it's a regulated utility. Yeah. However, we work with bulk fuel companies. We work in some of our programs, we can purchase wood pellets. We've worked with coal before. It really is designed to be able to keep people warm in the winter.
Yeah, let's hope so. I remember being in my grandparents' basement with the old coal burning furnace.
Yes.
So that was a little messy. Yeah. What about Winter Crisis? I know we're not there yet, but that's a different program than HEAP, and so that's kind of still in the near future, though.
It is. These colder temperatures are
Yeah.
coming quicker and quicker, I think. So winter crisis will not start till November 1, and it is also something to help keep you warm in the winter. It is we are allowed to make one payment to your main heating source. We also can help with bulk fuel. We can help with wood. We can help with all those various heating products. We don't have a lot of the details yet. Actually, our state training is today, so we will learn more today. But those appointment lines, that does require an actual appointment, whether it's phone or in person is up to you. But those appointment lines won't open until probably closer to the end of October for the October 1st date or November 1st date.
Yeah. Well, it's still something to be thinking about because you want to kind of gather some of those documents and not have to scramble.
Exactly. And you can start filling out that HEAP application and have it ready to go for November 1st.
Yeah, I don't know where all that stuff is. How about the water assistance? We had that. Do we have it again?
We do. The state of Ohio put out a low-income household water assistance program last year. It was very successful, and we are actually on year 2 of that grant program, and so they are giving it a run again this year. So if you came in with a disconnect or a service termination notice, or if you're needing to start or establish new service, we actually can help you make that first payment, make those payments so that you're reconnected. It's $750 for water and $750 for sewer. So, I mean, it can come up to about a $1,500 payment that can be made. And I am surprised in some of our municipalities, those water bills can get pretty high.
Yes.
So if you've came in for that service in last year, which was, October through September, starting October 1, that program started again.
Okay.
So we are able to help one more time.
That's some good news. Very good news.
It is.
Let me run back to HEAP here for a minute because the office is in a different place. So when we talked about appointments, and this could apply to other things too, but you're close to the fast food now. That's bad. Oh, that's bad.
It has been a crazy month of September. We tried to do a lot of things, and one of those things we did was we actually moved our Tuscarawas County HEAP office. So for people who have utilized us in the past, they remember we were down on Blake Avenue near the Baptist Church on that side of town of Philly, and we actually have moved them in with our central office, which is over on Enola Street in Dover. So it is right beside Burger King. We are close to the United Way. We're close to the health department, the hospital. It's just a great location.
Bowling alley.
And the bowling alley, it's a great location for people to be able to find us, plenty of parking, and right there in the heart of it all.
Okay, so we got that figured out. So you're on Enola, which is
but
not
the
a very...
phone number did not change.
Okay, good.
That is key. I did keep the phone number, so
You're smart.
I tried.
Something else that's going around now is the senior nutrition program. I should say now it continues. Tell us a little bit about that, and how do you get involved if you suddenly find yourself in need of that?
Sure. Our senior nutrition program delivers meals to our seniors in Harrison and Tuscarawas counties. You can reach them at 740-922 6880. What will happen is you call in, they will start looking through their list, see if they can add you to a route. They will make sure you qualify, and then it's as simple as they start delivering you meals Monday through Thursday. Just something to keep you fed all year round, which is huge, and it's such a relief off of children maybe who are taking care of elderly parents, to know that someone's stopping in and almost checking on them to make sure they're getting that meal every day.
Yeah, and if you have trouble getting around, especially in the bad road months, this is fantastic.
It is. It is a wonderful program that, again, is free to our residents. So it's a great opportunity. Talking about the bad roads, I will say we are always looking for drivers.
There you go.
So, if those bad roads in the winter months don't scare you,
if it's really bad, it'll be called off.
Yes, we do. We do cancel, sometimes our delivery, or we'll deliver shelf stable meals if we know the weather is going to get bad. But, it's a great morning job. Mm-hmm. It starts a little early and ends usually, right there after lunch. And it's Monday through Thursday. It's an opportunity to give back in some way. And you get to drive around and drop things off on people's porches.
We had a gentleman call here to get information about becoming a driver, so I hope he's locked into his route now.
I hope so. I hope he gave him a call. That's awesome.
What's the number again for senior nutrition and just whatever you might have questions about?
Yep. So senior nutrition is a separate number. It's that 740-922-6880. And then for everything to do with HARCATUS, if you give a call to 740-922-0933, they are going to be able to direct you in the right way. For those HEAP individuals that are used to our Tuscarawas County number, it's 330-343-8770, but it is actually now dialing into that 922-0933 number. So you're getting to the same location in order to get all the information you need about all of our programs.
Basically a central switchboard. And you can go online and check out the webpage also.
Definitely.
HARCATUS.org?
HARCATUS.org.
Wow, that's easy. Even I can do that one. JoEllen, thank you. Always a lot of good information. We appreciate it, and we'll have you back pretty soon.
Sounds great.
JoEllen Sanders of HARCATUS Tri-County here on our 8:30 High Beam this morning on the BT Morning Show.